Hey, what's going on, guys? Peety here. So I just made a video that was Cannoneer M40 versus Tanker M40, and we came to the result that M40s really don't get any bonuses from running Cannoneer, and you might want to run Tanker. So a lot of you guys in the comments were saying, well, the big advantage with Cannoneer isn't with M40s, it's with the Flak. So I decided to run the numbers on it and see just how effective that the Cannoneer Flak are. So up top we have the Cannoneer, and down below we have Tanker or Airman, so just without tech bonuses. So for the numbers, we got all of the officers that affect Flak. We got the battlefield tech, and then Cannoneer also had one that was specific for Cannoneer. There's like plus 8% attack or something like that. That's included. So officers, tech, and then obviously Cannoneer tech up top. So yeah, we're going to take a look at these stats here and see what we get. So up top for Cannoneer, we're looking at not that crazy bit of a difference for infantry, vehicle, armor, and building, but we see a huge difference for versus aircraft. At level 1 Flak, your versus aircraft is nearly 3,100 compared to 1980 for Tanker or Airman. So that's a lot higher. And that's about it. So that's all Flak is used for, is shooting down aircraft. People do use it early game or sometimes even late game to shoot tanks. You're not going to get a bonus from tanks here. So if you're using them to kill tanks, cannon is not worth it. But anyways, you also get a plus 500 defense versus bombers buff for your Flak. And then 24 normal Flak equals 15 cannon Flak. So running the numbers, say like 15 cannon Flak equals 15,000 damage versus aircraft. In order to achieve that same thing with Tanker or Airman Flak, you'd have to use 24 of them. And then, so that math adds up to normal Flak are 64% as effective as cannon Flak. So these Flak are pretty gross. Yeah. So this kind of goes into the topic of, well, if you're going to not run Cannoneer and you're going to run Tanker, right, and you're going to use M40s, tanks, and then Flak as Tanker, is it really worth it to do it? I think that running Cannoneer just for Flak is kind of interesting. I mean, here you're saving yourself 9 units, and you have an ability to defend against bombers. But I don't know. It's kind of interesting if you said, I'm going to run Cannoneer just to run Flak. So I think what I have to do is I got to do this again, but I got to do this like to see the Tiger bonuses and the Tanker bonuses and see if those are significantly higher. Like, I know with Tanker class, the main reason people run them for Tigers and Mosses and stuff is because you get a lot of move speed. You get a little bit of attack, like maybe plus 50% attack, which is a lot. But you'll get that, and then you'll get like plus 70 to 90% move speed, and that's typically what makes Tanker so good. So I'm going to draft up a video on that, and then we can talk a little more about it. But as of right here, these Cannoneer Flaks are pretty gross. You can save yourself 9 units by going Cannoneer and running Flak, but you really don't get a bonus to M40s, and your tanks will be slow, and you'll have to rely on somebody else for tanks in PvP. Also, this plus 500 defense versus bombers. These Flak have 500 defense to begin with. So 1,000 defense, it's not a crazy amount. Like, it is good. It's not crazy, though. Like, for example, Tigers and Mosses, if you get those things fully upgraded, they can have upwards of like 8,000 damage versus M40s whenever they're fully upgraded. So 1,000 really isn't that much, but it does help. I'll say that. Yeah. So anyways, just wanted to share this with you guys. Like I said, I'm going to be making a Tanker video to see, really, is Cannoneer dead, or do you just use Cannoneer for Flak? M40s, they don't get enough buffs. It's not good for M40s, but going against airmen and shooting down bombers. Airmen's becoming a lot more popular, and it could be worth it. It could be better than tanker just for the flak. So we'll take a look at that, and we'll see next time. But I appreciate you guys tuning in. Let me know your comments. Let me know what you guys think. Subscribe if you're not, and we'll catch you guys next time. Peety out.